Hey, this is Danger, here with an attempt at Emperor Series boss battle with a new Aldore King Rain unit. He makes this battle significantly easier than units like Elena or Esther, because his burst damage with his limit burst can push a threshold every other turn. Thresholds will reset Emperor's rotation, so this lets us avoid Emperor's Imperil that happens on the second turn of each of his rotations. So if all goes well, no one actually needs to be geared with any fire resistance, since we're going to be using Myra's 100% fire resist buffs. I still gave everyone at least 50% in case someone dies and the buff is still on cooldown. We can use either Sylvie or Kryla's weaker buffs. Similarly, Charlotte has 200% fire resist. In case something goes wrong, we fail to push a threshold, she'll get imperiled. That's the only reason she has it, but she doesn't really need it. She's just equipped with HP and Spirit, and is going to be doing a standard rotation of turn 1 provoke, turn 2 limit break cover, and turn 3 mitigation. Myra is equipped with fire resist, HP, and Spirit. She just is going to be doing our healing and 100% fire resist, and otherwise she has a lot of return. So you can really replace her with any healer as long as you have dual cast and Bar Raga equipped. Sylvie is going to be our stop resist. She has fire resist, HP, and Spirit again, as well as manufactured Nethicite for the 10% threshold. Any unit can do this with Lakshmi's stop resist ability. I just chose Sylvie because she also has a light imbue that she can use if one of the Rains happens to die and lose their imbue. They can still continue doing damage the next turn using her imbue, as well as imperils from either Myra or Kryla. For the majority of the turn, she's not going to be doing very much at all, though. Kryla, again equipped with HP, Spirit, and Fire Resist, as well as some auto refresh from Invigorator and her weapons, because she's going to be using her 410 mana ability very often throughout this fight. She's going to be our breaker as well as our sealer for threshold turns. Rain is just equipped with a standard attack, limit break damage, and Man-Eater. He has a natural 50% fire resist, so it doesn't matter what your friend has equipped. They all should be fine for this fight. The friend was the only one I found that had Man-Eater equipped, as well as Diablos. So to get started, Charlotte will provoke, as I said. Kryla needs to break on turn 1, as well as unlock her better breaks. Myra only needs to fire resist, but she can mana regen. Sylvie can... she needs to do stop resist, but I guess she can buff on turn 1 as well. King Rain's rotation on turn 1 is Soul Blood, Complete Awakening, and Imbue. Turn 1 damage doesn't matter because he just heals off with Elixir. Kryla took the Starfall this turn, which is good because Charlotte's isn't gonna get close to dying, but she doesn't really get close either way. Charlotte can be equipped far worse than this and still be able to handle this fight. So turn 2, Rains will limit burst. You want to tap the friend a fraction of a second before yours because he has a longer distance to travel, and doing like that gives you an opportunity to spark chain occasionally. So we push the 80% threshold. That means Kryla has to seal this turn. You want to seal last because you don't accidentally use a spell and then set off the seal. Charlotte's going to limit break cover. Myra can do literally nothing this turn. She might as well heal though. You have a free turn next turn, so she doesn't really need to do that. Sylvie can literally just defend, or we'll just use the barrier and give them mitigation, because we might as well. So there's the Dispelger that we sealed. Charlotte mitigates on turn 3. Rain's turn 3 rotations, Grand Shelt, Extra Saber, and Royal Saber. We didn't push the second threshold. Occasionally you can do that if your friends are equipped well enough. So for Kryla, I guess we can just unlock her good breaks again and might as well seal. Myra, it doesn't matter what she does, we'll just heal and I guess mana regen. Sylvie can status resist and stop resist. Starfall hits Sylvie this turn, which is great. If it does hit Rain and he has to activate his Guts passives, that means he might die in the future from a double Starfall. So Rain's gonna Limit Burst this turn, should be able to push the 50% threshold. Yeah, push that easily. Missed the 30% though, which is good, so we can do that next time. Kryla needs to seal this turn. Sylvie's back to her Provoke. Myra needs to Fire Resist this turn, though I guess it doesn't matter because next turn is a free turn. Sylvie, again, does literally nothing this trial. There's the Dispelga again. Charlotte will cover. Kryla can just like unlock and seal every turn. Turn 5 for Rain will be a Soul Blood, Blaze Saber, Extra Saber. Didn't push the 30%, but that's fine. Kryla can just heal mana regen. Yes, I know it's a mana refresh that I don't need to use every turn, but it's not like she's doing anything else. The seal some Firagas, though I guess you want him to use Firaga so that Charlotte can cover. It doesn't really matter. No one dies this fight. Something has to go miserably wrong. Rain, as you can see with mitigation, can occasionally survive 2 Starfalls. So this turn we're just gonna Limit Burst. It should hit the 10% threshold if we get lucky. Yep, and that means we just need to seal twice this turn. I guess we'll just heal with Myra. And this is the mitigation turn for Charlotte. The turn 2 and turn 6 Limit Bursts are far stronger than the turn 4 and 8 ones, so it wasn't surprising I pushed 2 thresholds that turn. This turn he'll complete Awakening and Extra Saber, preparing for the Limit Burst next turn. It doesn't do much damage because he has 50% mitigation right now. Charlotte will be back on turn 1. Next turn's a free turn, so it doesn't really matter. If it all goes to plan, Emperor shouldn't do any more damage for the rest of this fight, but might as well be careful. You want to unlock her good breaks this turn, because you're going to be dispelling next turn. So on the final turn, you want to tag him with a green magic spell. Hinder enchant to remove all positive side effects and then apply the better breaks. And just Limit Burst him down. Managed to get a Spark Drain that time because I tapped the Fringe Drain first. And there you have it, Emperor in 8 turns without any deaths. Far easier with the new AK Rain unit.